Here I am at Christmas Island. This is the government house, Tianjin house. There you go, taken possession of by Queen Victoria. There's a bit of a pond in the front I didn't notice before. There's a staircase, can't see much inside. Main hall looks to be just that, big empty hall. Here's the township of Settlement. That's the Malay Canton. Out there you can see the phosphate processing, and just past that you can see on the coast the settlement, and up on the cliffs you may or may not be able to see so easily, that is the Tianjin, I think it's called, settlement. So there's 3 towns. Chinese on the top, the traditional white area around the side, and the Malay area there by the beach, which you can snorkel. It has excellent snorkeling. Up there you can see the cliffs of Christmas Island and circling frigate birds. You can also get boobies here. There you go, a bit of a look at the Tianjin house. A bit close with the camera. Get down here. They came down here by a path through the forest from the Day Park, I think it's called. A nice old house there, the governor's house of course. One of the finest houses on the island. There's some of the garden and the forest in the background. This whole island is forested heavily. Lots of crabs everywhere. We just had the migration, so there's lots of crabs still walking around the roads heading back home. Anybody who comes down to see the migration, just remember that at 4 o'clock roughly, all the crabs go out en masse and spawn. So you really should be there at 4, not 4:30 like I was, because you just see them coming back from the shoreline. These buildings I think were built during World War II. I'll take you for a look through one of them. I haven't really explored them myself, so I don't really know what's in them. There you go, a bit of a garden, bit of a back room, probably for washing, maybe a kitchen. Bit of a sink there. You can see all the rocks out the back. It's all cliff. Very sharp, jagged rocks, difficult to walk on in bare feet, so I wouldn't recommend it. They're cutting your feet everywhere. There you go inside. Bit of a bit too dark for the camera. And again, a bit too dark. There's a toilet in there, and there's a washing area there. Your window. It's approaching evening, so I'm in a bit of a rush to get out of here and back up the hill before it gets too dark so I can see where I'm going. Walking through the forest at night time in the dark is not a good idea. I have a torch, and these jungles get dark early because they're really got a good canopy and everything. The light doesn't get in. There you go. It's a gun emplacement that's been restored. That looks pretty cool. They're doing little bits here and there on the island to restore their history and heritage. Tourism's still very infant here really. There you go, a nicely preserved gun. Back in World War II, the Indian garrisons here mutinied, possibly for their own safety. The Japanese were pretty unstoppable at that time, and they probably would have been slaughtered. But in any case, they killed most of their European officers, and were only stopped from killing the rest by one of the Indian lieutenants or something. This island has a rather tough and brutal history with the phosphate mines. A lot of ruthless overseers beating people to death and whatnot. A few famous murder cases. Here you go, here's a red crab. They come in red, orange and dark purple, but mainly red. In any case, that is Christmas Island's Tianjin house and the surrounding fortifications. There you go. Looking back on it all. Highly recommend Christmas Island to anyone. It's a very beautiful island, lots to see and do. Waterfalls, caves, bird life, crab life. And the town is very friendly. People are very helpful. You can camp here if you ask at the ranger station for a permit. You'll get one quite easily. So you can camp in the national park. Grants Well is where I stayed. Very nice, highly recommended. Camping was free. And you can also camp at other places, little beaches outside of the park and stuff. Locals do. but you probably shouldn't camp there too long. Right now I'm staying at one place called Lily Beach, which is relatively close to town. Accommodation otherwise is pretty expensive. You're looking at about $150 I think a night, and you don't get a hell of a lot for it. Anyway, that's it from me. Try and get to Christmas Island. If you do, don't forget Cocos Islands. Ciao.